lesson for the ones who call it love.
You said it was love, but it felt like sleep paralysis in a wedding dress. Felt like swallowing a ring of thorns and pretending it was communion. Holy, sacred, choking me politely. You told me I was too intense, like honesty is a weapon, and you were a nation of glass houses. I offered you my heartbeat in a mason jar. You mistook it for a Molotov and called me dangerous. Well, good. Call me the patron saint of fucked up expectations, the demon under your bed who finally crawled it in the daylight. This isn't poetry, it's revenge baptized in metaphor. This is what happens when the learns God is a con artist and starts praying in reverse. You thought I'd stay pretty in the wreckage, a porcelain martyr, tongue-tied in gratitude for your almost affections, your maybe someday promises, your Instagram's empathy with a 24-hour expiration date. But I learned that love doesn't mean dying quietly for someone else's comfort. It doesn't mean being a therapist in a tight dress while you collapse in my lap and call it intimacy. You wanted a lifeguard but kept diving into deeper women like you were brave. You weren't, you were drowning in your own cowardice and trying to take me with you. So here's the truth, sweet liar. You were never in love, you were just afraid of being unobserved. You wanted a spotlight that didn't shine back, a mirror that didn't shatter, a goddess who wouldn't demand offerings. But I broke the mirror and buried the spotlight in a grave made of every unsent text I bled over. Now I dance in the ashes of your half-truths and horror movie gaslight, a prophet of self-worth speaking in tongues you'll never understand. You don't get to call it love if the other person has to shrink to fit it, and I refuse to be small again, because here's what no one wants to admit. Friendship is the leash, it's the velvet rope wrapped around his throat while you smile and say it's not like that. It's the tranquilizer dart dipped in lip gloss and fake laughs. He's not your friend, he's your emotional scarecrow stuck in place, scaring off loneliness while your real men come and go like tourists on a train. You don't want his love, you want the power of being loved without having to give a single fucking thing back. Not time, not effort, not intimacy, not even honesty. Just let him burn in silence while you bathe in the glow. That's not friendship, that's emotional necromancy. When he finally breaks, when he snaps and says I can't do this anymore, it's killing me, you throw the tantrum of the century. You call him manipulative, disgusting, inappropriate, because nothing threatens a fake queen more than a pawn flipping the board. Meanwhile, your boyfriend, he doesn't even like your soul. He's not in it for your mind or your dreams or the way you obsess over weird niche bands at 2 a.m. He's there for dopamine, for control, for sex. Try not sleeping with him for a month. Tell him your boundaries matter more than his urges. Watch that love collapse like a house made of dollar bills and gaslight. Because men like that don't love you, they lease you. In the moment you stop paying in body, the deal's off. But the guy you left in limbo, he was ready to buy the whole house. He was ready to build something with his bare hands and a bleeding heart. And you called it too much, too intense, too serious, because deep down you don't want real. Real means being vulnerable, being accountable, being seen. You wanted worship, not love. A spotlight, not a mirror, a fan, not a partner. So now he's gone and the silence he left behind, that's the sound of someone who finally chose self-respect over being your emotional concubine. Because here's what no one wants to admit: friendship is the leash, it's the velvet rope wrapped around his throat while you smile and say it's not like that. It's the tranquilizer dart dipped in lip gloss and fake laughs. He's not your friend, he's your emotional scarecrow. appropriate, because nothing threatens a fake queen more than a pawn flipping the board. Meanwhile, your boyfriend, he doesn't even like your soul. He's not in it for your mind or your dreams or the way you obsess over weird niche bands at 2 a.m.